Do I do I have to keep saying it? I know I've said it before. Looks like I'm gonna have to say it again. Before I talk about what what we did do tonight against the Blazers, obviously it wasn't enough to win. Let's talk about what we didn't do enough of. Drive the ball to the basket. Plain and simple. I when you drive the ball to the basket, nothing bad comes out of it. Nothing. Many things can happen when you drive the ball to the basket. You can hopefully what you want to do is get a layup or a dunk. Easy 2 points there. If you don't get it, maybe you draw a foul and get to the foul line. Maybe you get 2 points, maybe 1 point from there. Or if anything, you just make the defense work harder. Okay? Because no defensive player in their right mind is going to give hope. Well, hopefully they wouldn't give an uncontested layup. You know, that makes them work harder, makes them foul, puts their team in foul trouble. At the same time, puts hopefully puts the opponent in maybe 4 or 5 team fouls in the quarter, which puts the Mavs at the line, which lately we've been a juggernaut at the free throw line. We're one of the best foul shooting teams in the league, and it seems like we just put ourselves in that position again where we just shoot jump shots and keep shooting till we uh, can't shoot anymore. But then after that, we shoot again. That the Mavericks did not do enough of that, nearly enough of that tonight. I mean, yeah, granted, it was a bad team. It was a bad game for both teams. The Blazers got off to a bad start, but they played better near the end of the first half and went up as much as 11 going into halftime. The two guys, or the three guys rather, that stick out for the Mavericks, of course, great seeing Dirk Nowitzki back. If it wasn't for Dirk, we would have gotten destroyed. Dirk again tried to bail us out, which he has done before. He just needed more help this time because that elbow had to be giving him fits all night. So it took a ton of guts for Dirk Nowitzki to play tonight, and I'm glad that he's healthy. Um, Remember he got hit in the face in the game sometime, but anyway, he's fine. The only guy that was driving the ball to the basket tonight really was JJ Barea. And he did hit some threes, but JJ has become that type of player in the Mavericks, the pest player, if you will, that can give the opponent fits and become just an annoyance for the opponent. Yeah, it's good to have that kind of player on a team. JJ played awesome tonight. Dirk played awesome. Dampier was fantastic on the boards. I believe he had 15 rebounds. Everybody else was sort of a no-show. No one really. Josh Howard needs to play better. Jason Terry didn't play very well. Sean Marion was scoreless, although he was in foul trouble. He didn't do very much tonight. Um, and some other guys that Tim Thomas didn't play very well either. Drew Gooden didn't play very well. Um, and yet we still almost beat the Blazers. We only lost by 4. If we just had one or two of those guys have better games than they did tonight, we win. We win this game, and maybe we blow the Blazers out. But that didn't happen, did it? You know why? Because we stopped playing defense at the end. Steve Blake was wide open for some threes. We left him so wide open, he probably would have had time to write a letter or something. Uh, Brandon Roy got it going. We played a little bit better D on him, but he just got it going, hit some lucky shots. Bayless played pretty well. LaMarcus Aldridge also gave us some fits. Um, and I don't know, we just had so many opportunities. At the very end, when we had a chance to tie it up, Jason Terry goes to the basket, drives to the basket. Oh, actually, before I mention that, let me tell you what Jet finally decided to do. Um, Before that, the Mavericks were, I think, down by 8 or something. Under a minute, they were under the gun. So Jet needs to do something quickly. So instead of pulling up for a jump shot, he drives the ball to the basket. Imagine that. The only person other than JJ to actually give an effort to drive the ball to the basket. I keep saying it. You got to drive the ball to the basket, Mavs. Rick Carlisle, the head coach, I hope he's telling the players that. Because nothing bad comes out driving the ball to the basket. You either get a layup, you either get a dunk. If you don't get a layup, you get to the foul line. You may make the team maybe foul you or make them work harder and maybe not foul or something. When you just shoot a jump shot, you have only one, you have a chance for it to go in, yeah. But if it doesn't go in, the defense doesn't work as hard rather. I don't know. Obviously I'm frustrated, because when I see my team lose, I see them in ways of them not doing the things that they're capable of doing on the court, or start doing the things they're capable of doing, then stop doing them. Yeah, I'm gonna be frustrated, and all the fans have a right to be frustrated tonight. But no matter what though, still love my Mavs, always have. So, but I know we can play better than this. They know it too. But just a terrible effort tonight against the Blazers. Blazers did what they're supposed to do, though. You can't fault them for that. I mean, they're a good team. So congrats to them for beating the Mavs 85-81. But we got to give a much better effort against our next three opponents. And we have a score to settle with all three of those. First opponent being the Memphis Grizzlies because they beat us uh, last time we played them. Another team that is in that category of teams we're supposed to be if you want to be a championship contender. And we just played awful against them. So I would think that we're looking for a measure of revenge against them. I would think so. And especially after losing tonight, the lackluster effort we gave, we still even had a chance to win because Portland didn't play any better. Just a little bit better to get the win. Before I talk about the second opponent we have, I'll mention the third opponent, the Houston Rockets. They're the last team to beat us at home before Portland did. Won that game in overtime. That's when Dirk got hurt. When his elbow got messed up after colliding with Carl Landry's teeth. Ugh, man. I feel probably more sorry for Carl Landry because he had to go through root canals and all that. But Dirk had quite a procedure put on him too, having those teeth dug out of his. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about that. That's pretty nasty. Sorry. But so then the second opponent is a team that I've been waiting to play. Uh, Besides the Lakers and the Spurs this season, I always can't wait to play them. But I can't wait to play this team, the Denver Nuggets. And why? It was because that was the team that eliminated us in the playoffs last year, and kind of a controversial game three that had to do with it. But anyway, that's in the past. They won, we lost. But we have a chance to kind of redeem ourselves here against Denver. So, and then it'll show where we're at too. Because we already beaten the Lakers this season. We beat them in LA. We beaten the Spurs. We beaten the Cavs. We beaten the Suns. We have yet to play the Boston Celtics. Uh, and I don't know if we played Orlando yet. I don't think we have, but it's another team. And also Atlanta. We didn't beat them, but we'll play them again. So hopefully we'll get a better chance to beat them next time. But I mean, we've done well against the good teams or the great teams. Um, but if we give this effort like we did against Portland, against Memphis, we're gonna have a tough time. If we give it against Denver, we're gonna get killed. And the same thing against Houston. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. Man. All right. That's it for now. Blazers beat the Mavs 85-81. I'll see everybody later. And hope everybody out there has a Merry Christmas. And no matter what, we're also Mavs fans for life. So I'll see everybody later. Go Mavs.